The project's activity schedule. Here are the procedures that shall be followed in performing CPM networking. Construct a project network, perform forward and backward passes, determine the project completion time, calculate slack values, take the critical path. Here's our table node convention and where A means the activity. T is where the time and D is expected duration. E is where the earliest time can start. EF is the earliest finish time. LS is the latest starting time and LF means the latest finish time. Can exceed within each project expected time to finish. So first of all, let's do a sketching so that we can visualize how our diagram will going to look like before proceeding into the next procedure. Activity A has no predecessor so it can begin a start. Activity B needs A to be completed before it can start. Activity C also depends on A. Activity D depends on B also. Activity E. Activity F needs C. And activity G has two predecessors which E and D to be done before it can start. Activity H has two activity also which is E and F. That depends and needed to be finished before proceeding on activity H. Activity I has no predecessor also which is activity H and G. Since activity I has no successor, it means it is the last step in where the project has to be finished. Here is the network with activity nodes showing the activities and its immediate predecessor and its estimated time and days. Let's start doing the forward pass. A has no predecessor, so its earliest starting time would be 0 since it has 5 days that is needed to be completed. Its earliest finish time would be 0 plus 5 equals 5. B needs A before completed for it to start since the EF time of A is 5. The earliest start of B would be 5. Therefore, 5 plus 10 equals 15. The EF should be 15 days. Activity C's predecessor was A and where A has 5 days, EF which means the ES of activity C should be 5 plus 13 and where its EF must be 18 days. Activity D has predecessor B and where B must be completed first before proceeding in activity D. Activity B's EF is 15 plus 7, the duration of days, and D equals 22 and its EF. Activity E needs B in where B's EF is 15 plus duration of days in E which is 3 equals 18 in F's EF time. F needs C to be completed in which EF of C is 18. The duration of time of F that is 9 equals to EF of 27 in activity F. G has two predecessors which is E and D and where D has more estimated days needed finish for its activity to be done. Activity G must take the EF of D which is 22 as GS, ES plus days and where 22 plus 4 equals 26. H has also two predecessors which is E plus 7 since F has the higher days prior for completion and EF of F is 27. HS estimated days equals 30. I has also two predecessor which is H and G. Since each has higher amount of days to be completed, ES must be 30 plus 7 that gives 37 since I has no successors. It serves a finish or the project expected completion time. Now, let's do the backward pass. Since the project completion time is 37 days, the latest finish time on activity I is 37. Then, we're going to determine the LS by subtracting the LF minus duration of days and time. The latest starting time will be 37 minus 7 equal 30. Now, each has only one successors, which is I, and its LF time is 30. So, it means the LF must be 30 minus 3, and where LS is equal to 27. G has one successors, which is also I, that has LS of 30 minus 4. Its days that equals to LS of 26. F has one successors of H that has LS of 27 minus 9 that gives 18, the LS of activity F. E has two successors which is G and H with 26 and 27. LS time, in this case, you're going to get the one who has the minimum LS time after of 26 on activity G. It means 26 minus 3 equals to 23. D has two successors also which is G and E. Its LS time were 26 and 23. As we know that minimum is LS time is must be the LF of predecessor, so it means 23 minus 7 equals 16. As LS of activity D, C has one successor F, so it means 18 minus 13 equals 15. LS time of activity C. B has two successors, so which is D and E, 16 and 23. LS time, since D has the lowest or minimum day and time to start, the LF of B is 16 minus 10 equals to 6. A has two successors which is B and C, and where C has the minimum LS time, it means that the LF time of A is 5 and its LS time is 0. Since 5 minus 5 equals 0, we are now done doing the backward pass. So next, we're going to proceed on computing the slack, meaning the activity can be delayed on some days, yet still can be done on its project completion time.